Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 20 College Football Playoff. We are back, fourth day in a row with the Peach Bowl quarterfinal. Winner will go on to finish our Final Four and face Penn State in the Orange Bowl semifinal. We got Ohio State, the only CPU team remaining, and Florida State, Jackie Moon looking to become the first team in SFA history to go back-to-back. The last time that we felt like a team was just going to steamroll everybody was Oklahoma, I believe in season 14, and then they got obliterated in the quarterfinal against Texas A&M and Rex Beavers. So will the same thing happen today? We will have to see. But as always, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in anytime, claim an open team, set your playbooks, recruit in the Discord, and build your way to a national championship. It's a ton of fun. Links are in any of our descriptions if you're interested. And as always, if you want more content, more chances to be on game day, you can check out patreon.com/the SFA. Now, Ohio State might feel like a little bit of a weird pick, but of course they always have a good roster team, and they were just in the semifinals 2 years ago, so not a crazy matchup here. Most likely, I'll wait for pizza. But as always, we're going to go through both rosters, and then we'll jump into the full game in its entirety. I've loved this 2014 playoff setup so far, so interested to see what the Final Four eventually looks like. But here's a look at the full bracket right now. Our final three so far is Nebraska walked it off against Army, Stanford survived against Arkansas, and Penn State came back and beat Notre Dame. So should be an interesting game, of course. Welcome in Coach Phi. So they're led by Isaac Osborne. So remember, he had a crazy good freshman year and got him to the semis. Last year, they had injury problems and just weren't that good. Running back is Mike Houston. Not the best running back core here for an Ohio State team. Something to monitor. They don't have the best offense, probably the worst offense remaining, but they do have Vert Rouge, an incredible SFA IGR. Remember earlier in the year against Iowa, he had that tip catch. Sean Cruz and Marquise Nolan. Casey Jones and Ryan Fleming, really good tight ends. Offensive line looks like this. They got the SFA player, Tyrone Stevens, named after a Florida man, and Phil Jordan. Nick Smith on the edge. Nixon Pack, the SFA player on the right side. In the middle, Matt McCoy. Sean Weber at linebacker. Sean Flowers and Mike Harrison. Out wide, Derek Cook, John Adams, and SFA player Jack Rabbit. The safety, Josh Carter and Andy Jackson on the other side. So they have a few SFA players here this year. All will probably end up in the portal like usual. And we are looking at the defending national champs, Florida State. They got Ben Brothers, the quarterback. He is the weak link here. If you can force him into some trouble, he can throw this game away. Clark Vivek, Heisman finalist. They also have SFA player Jay Folman. At wide receiver, Timothy Buffett, Cody Webb, and Tyrone Latimer. At tight end, it's Stu Strupa, SFA guy. Bruno Sardine, SFA player. Courtney Murday, Travis Bennett, and Billy Stevenson, SFA player. He also won an award. And at the edge, John Massey and I think it's the other guy, McKnight. In the middle, it's Wesley Clayton and Antonio Blanchard. At linebacker, it's Angelo Washburn, transfer from UNLV, and John Tay Tuna and Jeff Grant. Out wide, Willis Fuller, SFA player DeAndre Goings was on Ohio State last year. Tom Childress. And out back, Amani Shelton Jr., transfer, of course, from Fresno State. LeJonte Liggins, the star freshman, and Stetson McPeters as well, another star freshman. So Jackie Moon, if you're here, let me know what jerseys you want. Pizza, the plan for the semifinals, one tomorrow morning, one Saturday morning, and then the national championship later on Saturday. So that is the plan right now. So a team will be playing twice on Saturday. All right, but who do you guys have? Are we rocking with Ohio State? Let's get some money involved here. We only technically have 4 more streams where you could make Bobanos here and get a raffle ticket before we do the wheel spin. So get your predictions in here. I gotta get my thumbnail. Very interesting game. Of course, Ohio State, always one of those teams we know is good, that we're not really watching throughout the season. And then when they do make a run, of course, they always end up going pretty far. They are the most experienced team in the field right now, but that offensive rating at 86, not so much. See how they fare against Florida State. All right, so here we go. We're just going to do base jerseys, of course. That's what Jackie Moon would want. There we go. We got a lot of money on the line. 24K. Not too shabby. But now Florida State is the #1 defense after Nebraska's been slaughtering defense after defense. And here we go. Atlanta, I am in you. The Peach Bowl quarterfinal. 4 games remain in the season. Florida State, they splattered Southern Miss. This is really the start of their playoff run. Can Florida State be the first to go back-to-back? Now, Ohio State, I believe, has had the chance to go back-to-back in their lifetime. Of course, they went to 3 straight natties, but they lost the first 2 of them. Let's see. Yeah, no team has ever won the national championship and even gotten back to the national championship game after winning. Clemson never got there 2 years in a row. The only team to go to back-to-back natties was Ohio State, who went 3 times straight. That's interesting. I never realized about this data. So nobody's ever gone to back-to-back championship games except... Now, of course, this doesn't count season 1 through 6. I got to check those stats. And to start the game, we have a tipped ball. It was recovered, and they still took it to the 25. Let me stop looking at my phone. All right, so here comes Ohio State. They'll start with the ball. Hand it off to Mike Houston. Not the highest rated guy, but he has been performing well in the sim. Now, of course, they did play FAU to open their playoff run. They did go to Eastern Michigan and beat them. That was a pretty evenly matched game. So 2nd and 5 to start the Peach. It's Mike Houston again, and he gets 4. We have 3rd and 1. So yesterday we had 3 straight drives open up with a punt. So to start the Peach Bowl, the first 3rd down. Delayed give to Mike Houston. He goes nowhere. Not a good start for Ohio State, and you hear the Seminoles have traveled well. Looking to go back-to-back, of course. Their only loss was a tight one on BearCave to NC State. So a punt here. Here comes Florida State to start their day. They had 58 points against Southern Miss. So 1st and 10 here for Ben Brothers. The snap for Ben over the middle hits his man to start the day. Cody Webb gets 7. Now, the way to stop Florida State, and it's easier said than done, you got to get them into 3rd and longs, force Ben Brothers to beat you, and you cannot let Clark Vivek get to the outside. So we'll start here. Clark Vivek right up the gut. He gets 12. Heisman finalist Clark Vivek. Of course, crazy for Florida State to have Jacques Shady go absolutely nutty last year And then his backup to all of a sudden be a Heisman finalist. Can Clark Vivek take over the CFP like Shady did last season? Quick option for Ben Brothers. Floats it out. There goes Vivek. He stiffies a man, and then they bring him down after 8. Good start for Vivek. 2 touches, 20 yards. Second and 2. And off. Vivek up the gut again. Another deep gash here for the Seminoles. Not a good start for Ohio State in any facet here. Welcome in Jackie Moon. Ohio State already on the ropes. There's a nice tackle. Ohio State does have one of the best linebacker cores in the nation. That's always been a key part of their team building strategy, and it's a key part of winning SFA championships. Ben Brothers dumps it off in a risky throw, goes incomplete. 3rd and 10. So the first 3rd down of the day for Florida State. The snap, Ben Brothers, clean pocket for now, yams it to the end zone and intercepted! It's going the other way, trying to find Timothy Buffett. Exactly what Ohio State needed. So what did I say? The X factor, the only way to beat Florida State is to cause problems for Ben Brothers. So now here comes Ohio State, dumps it off to Mike Houston, their first throw of the game. And in just his 3rd season, Isaac Osborne beats a record from J.T. Barrett. Isaac Osborne, of course, has been so good. In season 10 to season 20, Ohio State went through a stretch there where they had awful quarterback play. Isaac Osborne has settled that down. 2nd and 3, hits his man on the slant. It's Vert Rouge, the SFA IGR. Vert Rouge has been so electric for them this year. A true number 1, reminds me of the old days. They had Emeka Egbuka, yams it. There's a hit, and he gets 10. It's Casey Jones. So here comes Ohio State. They look to be putting pedal to the metal. Hand off Houston. He stiffies a man. Now remember, folks, if Ohio State wins this game, we'll have 3 Big Ten teams in the Final Four, along with Stanford. Just an electric Final Four this year. 2 double-digit seeds making a run. Quick option, floats it out there to the fullback. He stiffies a man and gets nothing out of it. So another 3rd down upcoming. So 3rd down at the 50. They're going empty set. Motion man. Looks like they faked the screen. Osborne throws it late, and he gets nothing out of it. So Ohio State stalls out at midfield. They are going to have to punt. Can they pin them deep here? Doesn't look like it. And Florida State will get the ball back after the interception. So here we go, 1st and 10. Ben Brothers back on out. We'll just hand it to Clark Vivek. Breaks a tackle. Very, very shifty back in Clark Vivek. Came into the SFA as a low-star receiving back. 2nd and 2. Split backs. There goes Vivek again, and he gets the first. So they are moving it really well on the ground here early. Ohio State's starting to stack the box here. They're going to toss it out to Vivek. Can he get the edge? Billy Stevenson leading the way. Vivek gets 5. Second and 5 now. Continuing with these unique sets, and up the gut, Vivek gets nothing. Nice stop there from the corner, John Adams. This is going to be a game where Ohio State has to lean on their defense. Another third down. The snap for Jackie Moon. Yams it over the middle, wide open, man. First down, Kenneth Smith. Not great coverage on that one. Nobody over the middle. And a fresh set of downs here in the Peach. Across the 50 yet again. Going empty set. Motion. Yams it over the middle. Another wide open man. It's Stu Strupa who breaks a tackle and takes it down to the 24. So early on, a lot of room over the middle here for Florida State receivers. The SFA tight end, Stu Strupa. So Florida State looking to take an early lead here. They threw away the field goal on the last possession. Snap, Clark Vivek, and he goes down.
That's a gain of 5 on one play. That makes it 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 20. Pistol form. The snap up the gut. It's Vivek again. He has room down to the inch. Clark Vivek showing off the power. Florida State positioned to take the early lead now. Pistol form, the snap for Ben Brothers. He has the pocket. He's waiting. He's looking. Ball on the ground, and they call it incomplete. I don't know about that. I thought he lost it there on the backstroke. 2nd and goal now. Back under center. Hand off Vivek to the outside. Nobody in the area. Touchdown, Florida State. They take the lead. And he beats a Greg Allen record. So an early 7-0 lead here for the Seminoles. Ohio State not looking great. They don't want to play from behind, of course. They field this one cleanly. Returns it up to the 26. Please, I do not want to have to send Jackie Moon another trophy. Please, no. 1st and 10. Hand off Houston. Oh, what a cut! Mike Houston is playing pretty well. Isaac Osborne now, 1st and 10. Motion man. Another handoff for Houston. He explodes for 12. So now back to the 50. This is where they stalled out last possession. Osborne delayed handoff. There goes Houston yet again. Another great run. Both teams have great offensive lines. 2nd and 4. First quarter winding down. Trips left. Osborne hands it off again, trying to get to the outside. He does. He cuts upfield. First down, Mike Houston. Mike Houston now cooking in this possession. Down to the 37. It's like potentially the last play of the quarter. Fakes it, yams it over the middle, and that is caught. Sean Cruz. That's good for a gain of 12 yards. First down. right, so here comes Ohio State. As we end the first quarter, Florida State leads 7-0 in the Peach. Looking for an Orange Bowl semifinal. So split backs, 1st and 10. And oh man, he loses 4.
That's a loss of 4 yards on the play. That makes it 2nd and 14.
Reset, cut right. Go Mike 50, Mike 50. I got you, son.
Oh, the snap. Isaac Osborne goes it down now to a negative place to start the quarter. Angela Washburn in on the tackle there. So 3rd down and 17. What is the call for Ohio State? The snap for Osborne. Clean pocket, hits it over the middle, and they'll be in field goal range. And they are going for it. Ohio State staying on the field. They do not care about field goals. The snap. And blitz breaks the sack. Osborne has to escape. He breaks another one and finally goes down. You gotta throw the ball, Slime. Why did they not take the points? It's too early. Angela Washburn, a clean blitzer. So now empty set for Florida State. They are dominating early. Vivek breaks a tackle to the outside, gets ahead of steam, and gets 9. Not a good start for Ohio State. Empty set yet again. This time keeper for Ben Brothers. He loses 4. All right, 3rd and 4. Critical stop here for Ohio State. And they get off the field. The snap, the pass, and into the turf. Ben Brothers again. Ben Brothers 3 of 7. So Ohio State doing what they're supposed to do, getting to Ben Brothers getting in his head a little bit. But this offense has to figure it out. There's Jack Rabbit on the return, the SFA IGR. All right, so they'll start the drive again, this time from the 34. Down by 7. The keeper, and down goes Osborne. Josh Smith was in the area. Second and 12. Dumps it off. Can't break the tackle. Another 3rd and long incoming.
That is a loss of 1 yard. That brings up 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12 for Ohio State. 0 for 3 on 3rd down so far. He yams it deep right side. Hits his man in stride. What a throw from Isaac Osborne.
Number 45 brings him down.
Sean Cruz for 40.
That makes it 1st and 10.
An 8 for 8 start on the day. So 1st and 10 inside the 30. Osborne throws it away immediately. Second and 10. Can they keep the drive moving? Avoid stalling out here. Quick option. Osborne floats it. Is he? No, he keeps it and loses yards. McPeters gets in there. Why wouldn't you toss that out to Houston? So another third down. This time 3rd and 1,000,000. The snap. Osborne has time, yams it to the end zone. 50-50, ball caught by Sean Cruz. Oh, he mossed the corner. What a drive from Sean Cruz, a complete 50-50 ball. And he just went on Willis Fuller's dome. One of the best corners in the nation. What a play from Ohio State. 2 3rd and 1,000,000s, and Sean Cruz converts. What a moment. So now it's tied up. It feels like Florida State's been the better team, but Ohio State's defense is holding firm here. Snap over the middle, and they stack them up after 5. So 2nd and 5 now, about halfway through this second quarter. Another handoff for Vivek up the middle. He springs ahead, and he gets 13. Already almost 100 yards for Clark Vivek. Up to the 44. And they blow this play up. What a tackle on Ben Brothers. It's Jack Rabbit, the SFA IGR, the nickel corner. Amazing tackle there from Jack Rabbit. Created by Cryo, of course. 2nd and 14, empty set. Vivek, of course, in the slot. Nobody covering him because they know he's coming back. Ben Brothers takes off, and he's going to get sacked. Ben Brothers, man, he is in his feelings today. Ben Brothers has always been the thing that held this team back. 3rd and 1,000,000. Ben Brothers has the time, yams it right side, caught. Are they going to call him short? Yes, they are. Buffett able to corral it, but unable to get it past the line to go. So a punt here, unlucky from Florida State. Remember, of course, guys, in the corners of the end zones at the Peach Bowl, it is glitched. But that was Sonnenberg, our Guy Award winner. So 2nd and 10 upcoming after a failed run to the outside. 7 all, a bit of a lower scoring game than I was imagining here. Yamming over the middle and dropped by Houston. Can't be dropping that. So if it's not Sean Cruz giving a legacy moment, 3rd and 10. 4-man rush. Osborne, he has to evade, and he is sacked again. 3 and out. So outside of a few Sean Cruz legacy moments, Ohio State's done nothing. So 4th and 17. Got to punt it away here. Deep kick. Returned past the 50. So short field for Florida State before halftime. Remember, Florida State does get ball after half as well. So a chance to double up Ohio State. Motion. It's a toss out to Vivek. Can they get out there? Yes, they can. Nice stop there, evading the lead blocker. John Adams.
That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
We gonna work. We gonna work. Roger, Roger. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
2nd and 11.
Come now. Hey, let's go.
And off, Clark Vivek up the middle, and down he goes. So a 3rd and 3 now, chance to get off the field.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
Tight right, tight right. 4 down, 4 down. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Go.
Handoff outside, Clark Vivek. Can he get there? Yes, he can.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards.
Over 100 yards now here for Clark Vivek. The drive continues. Minute 40 on the clock. Ben Brothers dumps this off to Vivek, and he gets another 8. 2nd and 2. 90 seconds left. The snap. It's Brothers. Yams it to the end zone, and oh, what a hit on Himothy, but he hangs on. Now from the 2 to take the lead. Quick option. Ben Vivek, touchdown. Florida State takes the lead. That was all Himothy Buffett on that one. An incredible catch there by Himothy Buffett. So now back down by 7. As soon as Ohio State scored, it's Florida State taking the lead yet again. I'm afraid for what Florida State's going to do to Penn State. If this result holds.
Kickoff return is 19 yards.
Seems like prophecy, Bob Toledo. A snap for Osborne. It's a screen, and down goes Houston. The war chants raining down as this first half is winding down. It's Sean Cruz. It'll be 3rd and 5. Do not want to go 3 now here. Give him another chance to add points. Do not want that.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Snap, they bring a blitz. He yams it right side. Hits Vert Rouge. What a play from Osborne. So trips to the left-hand side. Another blitz, another yam. Left side, just out of bounds. Florida State choosing to get uber aggressive here and just go after Osborne. Empty set now. 5 wide, burgers and fries. 47 seconds. The snap for Osborne. Yams it over the middle. It's caught by Casey Jones. The clock continues to roll. They got to hurry it up now. The snap. Osborne takes off. He's not really known for his speed, but he gets a nice run there. 30 seconds left, trying to tie this game before half. Going 5 wide again. The snap. Osborne, he's sacked. Ball on the ground. It's recovered. So they got to hurry it up. 2nd and 14. Not a ton of time left. Trying to maybe add a field goal now. Steps up, yams it left side. 50-50 ball again. It's Verroos. Touchdown, Ohio State. Oh, they're just picking on him at this point. Willis Fuller gets mossed again. He's getting absolutely torched today. One of the best corners in the country and one of the best CFP players in the last 3 years has been absolutely smoked. Fremont twice for a touchdown. So all of a sudden, it's a tie football game headed to halftime. Literally a legacy run from Ohio State. Just a few prayers that have tied the game. So to finish the half, they'll just hand it off to Clark Vivek here, and he's still running. So as we hit halftime, folks, here in the Peach, we're all tied up. Oh my God, dude. Florida State's dominated, but it's Ohio State that has had 2 prayers answered. What a game from Ohio State. It has not been pretty, but they're hanging in there. You have the #1 team tied at halftime. Go and take it. Vert Rouge and Sean Cruz have had dome shots. So you look at the first half stats. Florida State very balanced. Ohio State all through the air. And we are tied. But Florida State gets the ball to start.
Number 84 back to return.
So the last 2 quarterfinal games have had minimal scoring in the second half. Of course, the Army-Nebraska game went absolutely nutty in the fourth quarter. How will this game roll? Motion to start it. They're going to toss it. And down goes Vivek. It's so hard to set the edge against Vivek, but if you can, it's a big chance. 2nd and 11.
Check number 6. Check number 6. Here we go. Watch the
Trips
pass.
right.
Watch the pass. Red 2. Go.
Ben Brothers jams it. Right side intercepted. It's going the other way. He stays in bounds. It's going to be a pick 6 for Ohio State. Corey Brunner straight to the dome. What a moment for the Buckeyes! Ben Brothers puts it on a platter. And all of a sudden, Ohio State, 2 prayers answered and a pick 6 delivered on a silver platter.
Tight right. Tight right. 4 down. 4 down.
All of a sudden, Florida State is staring at a deficit.
Down. Blue 9.
Handoff, right side, it's Clark Vivek. He gets around the corner. He gets 14. You can start to feel it now. Momentum is shift. Ohio State is starting to believe. Handoff, Jay Fullman, and he gets himself 9. And just look at Chapman. How ridiculous is it that we're cheering for Ohio State after years and years of their domination? We're like, please no. 2nd and 1. Ohio State used to be on the other side of the coin. They used to be the villain. First down, Clark Vivek.
Gaining 2 yards. First down.
1st and 10 here from the 50. Ben Brothers again, yams it right side, hits his man. First down, Colin Marcus.
Gaining 12 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
Double tight.
Inside the 40, here comes Florida State.
Red 2. 3 and 8.
Handoff, Vivek up the gut. He gets a clean block and another first.
Man left. 4 down. 4 down.
1st and 10. 2 receivers to the left-hand side. Handoff, Clark Vivek up the gut and down he goes.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Second down now, play action. It's Ben Brothers jamming over the middle, hits his man. First down, Tyrone Latimer.
That makes it first and goal.
So first and goal for the Seminoles, trying to tie this game up.
Double tight, double tight. 3 down. Check number 6. Check.
And Vivek, he's stuffed in the backfield.
That is a loss of 1 yard.
Yeah, Ben Brothers, this is his final year.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Second and goal.
Red 2.
Split backs. Hands off to Foreman, and he goes down.
The ball carrier.
Can Ohio State get the stop here?
5 yards. That makes it third and goal.
Larry. Eat it up.
Third and goal, the big Nasty's out.
Red 2.
Hand off Vivek, and he's held out!
Jackson's on the tackle.
What a stop!
2 yards. That brings up
And they are going to take the chip shot 3. So electing not to go for it. Here's the kick, it's up and good! So Ohio State hangs on to the lead.
the Seminoles lined up for the kickoff. Number 46 sets a
So Ohio State up for it with the ball. Oh, and he's spinning. Oh my God, what a return! Derek Cook!
30 yards.
Let's go.
We were saying it was going to take a miracle to beat Florida State. Well, look at what's been happening. They'll hand this off to Casey Jones. He doesn't get much out of it, maybe one.
That's a gain of 2 on the play. That brings up second and 9.
Everything breaking Ohio State's way right now.
Mike 50. Roger. Check number 2.
Osborne dumps that off, almost intercepted by Willis Fuller. He did not take too kindly to those yams. He might be coming for blood here in the second half.
Tight right. 4 down.
Third and long.
Watch 42. Check 42.
Snap, Osborne hits his man, and he can't get there. They'll have to punt. Nice catch from Vert Rouge, as he breaks the all-time receiving record for Ohio State. David Boston, wide receiver U in his freshman year. Vert Rouge, if he hits the portal, probably going to be the #1 player. So here's the punt. They're angling it right side, trying to get him out of bounds.
Number 98 returns the punt.
All right, 21-17. Halfway through this third quarter,
Hey, Mike 51.
Florida State's had the ball pretty much the entire time.
Down.
And a little bubble screen there. Almost threw a think screen.
That's a gain of 1 on the play.
Second and 9.
Brings up second and
Ben
9.
Brothers starting to settle down a little bit here.
3 down. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Motion. Snap. Ben yams it left side. Intercepted again! It's going the other way. Breaks the tackle. He has eyes for the end zone. Ben Brothers pushes him out. The third pick of the day. John Adams. Ohio State secondary coming up clutch. So they start this drive at the 8.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Trips right. It's going to be option, and Osborne gets smoked. You got to get points out of this drive. You can't be stupid and just give Florida State the ball back. The only way to beat Florida State is to make Ben Brothers quiver, and that's what's happening today. Second and goal. Osborne will throw it out the back of the end zone. Doesn't look like they're too keen on getting this into the end zone here.
Tight end left. 4 down. Watch number 12.
Third down, empty set. Osborne yams it left side, intercepted! It's going the other way! Willis Fuller wasn't gonna let it happen a third time! They went for another dome shot. So they trade picks here at the end of the third quarter. A chance to go up 2 scores, and Ohio State blows it.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outs out there. 4 down. 51, Mike.
So Ben Brothers saved on that one. Both quarterbacks have recorded a tackle. If this was that fantasy football league where QB tackles give you 100 points. So 1st and 10 now, Florida State across the 50. You've got to capitalize on those type of plays. And now Vivek gets around the edge. Looked like it was going to be a 4th pick. Instead, he turns it into 13. So 1st and 10 inside the 35. And off, Vivek to the edge, breaks a tackle, goes out of bounds. Second and 5 here inside the 30. Ben Brothers has time, dumps it off, and it'll be 3rd down. Third and 5. 4 wide. Snap. Brothers yams, hits his man, and down inside the 5. Kenneth Smith with a big play. They somehow avoided an offensive pass interference on that one. Paying off the refs. So 1st and goal. What a change of events. Handoff. It's Ben Brothers, and he scores! Florida State retakes the lead. So it goes from 1st and goal for Ohio State up 4 to now down 3. Nasty work for Ohio State. Why did they attack Willis Fuller again, man? Nasty work. It wasn't going to happen a 3rd time. So about 11 minutes here in this game day. Very entertaining both ways. How is it going to end? Who is going to step up to the plate? And Isaac Osborne shake off the interception. He'll keep it here. It's 6. Orange Bowl semifinal berth on the line to face Penn State. Second and 4. Quick option, down he goes. He'll be 3rd down. Stetson McPeters. Empty set for Ohio State, down by 3. Clean blitz, throws another pick! It's Willis Fuller again! What is happening? Not like this! Willis Fuller got stunned on in the 1st half, and now he has 2 picks in the 2nd. Here comes Florida State. It's Vivek. He's going to throw it. Vivek throws a pick right back. It's going the other way. Ohio State down to the 45. Clark Vivek. This game is absurd. Absurd. We now have had 6 turnovers in this game, a sloppy Peach Bowl. They get him to jump, they don't throw the flag. There goes Osborne. Yeah, Pizza called it. Pete said, just give the ball to Vivek, you're going to win the game. 1st and 10. Handoff here to Houston. They haven't been giving him the ball, and he gets 5. Just stop throwing it towards Willis Fuller. He's locked in. He's done the LeBron meme. He's locked in, baby. Keep it away from the left side of the field, please. 2nd and 5, Osborne. Yams it, wide open man. Turns upfield. 1st down, Casey Jones. All right, so back inside the 20 here. Neither team wanting to win this game, apparently. Delayed give to Houston. He gets a hole up the gut. And now end the quarter. So what a game, folks. 24-21 here in the Peach. Constantly going back and forth. Roller coaster of emotions. Who's going to stand tall? Every game has been close. Every game is finished within a score. 2nd and inches. To keeper for Osborne, and he can't get in there. Very close. They're now on the inch. 1st and goal for Ohio State. To keeper, Osborne goes down. McPeters has 5 TFLs, my God. 2nd and goal from the 4. Shotgun formation. It's another keeper for Osborne. Down he goes. More chance raining down. 3rd and goal. Critical moment here for the Buckeyes. Hands it off. Houston, and he's short. So does Ohio State go for the tie? Yes, they will. So to pick up the tie, it's good. All of that, and we're tied at 24. 2 stops at the inch for Florida State. They will not go away. To beat Florida State, you've got to cut the head off the snake. You can't just stab them. 8 minutes in a dream. Who wants it more? Hand off, and Vivek goes down. Sean Weber on the tackle. Flexen. This has been a very enjoyable game so far. How will it end? We're going back to Wildcat with Vivek. Do it again, Vivek. Oh my God, he's gonna throw it again. This time it works. What is happening? They went right back to the play that threw a pick on the last possession with the running back. What in the world? 7 minutes left here at the 41. Hand off to Vivek, right side, down he goes. Sean Weber again. Vivek having a much weaker second half. He's only had about 50 yards. 2nd and 11. Stacking the box, handoff. Vivek gets blockers, and he pushes through a few of them. It's 8.
That's a gain of 7 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4, chance to get off the field here. What is the call? Takes the handoff, dumps it off to Vivek. He gets the 1st and more. Here comes Florida State. First and 10. Handoff left side, and Vivek runs out of real estate. He gets 5. Under 6 minutes now. Possessions becoming few and far between. Handoff Vivek, another 1st down. Vivek starting to heat up here late, the Heisman Trophy finalist. 1st and 10. Hands it to Jay Foreman. And he gets himself 6. Started his career at Arizona State. Transferred over to Florida State. It's been their backup for a number of years. 2nd and 4 now. 2 tight ends.
Here we go. Yellow 3.
Quick option. Floats it to Vivek. He has the edge and a big hit. But a 1st down.
That's good for a gain of 5 yards.
Florida State looking like they're inevitable. What a possession. Vivek back in the shotgun. And he went for the throw again. They sack him. It's Nixon Pack, the SFA player.
That makes it 2nd and 14.
They won't give him the sack, even though he definitely was gearing up for another throw. I don't know why they've got Vivek throwing it so much today. That's hilarious. So halfway through this 4th quarter, 2nd and long for Florida State. The snap handoff. Vivek gets about half of it.
Number 6 with the run. That's a gain of 8 on the play. 3rd down.
Critical 3rd down. Chance to get off the field with just a field goal for Ohio State. 4 wide. And Vivek breaks a tackle. He's not going to get it. So field goal unit comes on out, 27 yards to take the lead. From right hash, the kick is up and it is good. So here is your moment, Ohio State. Down by 3. Plenty of time. You need a touchdown. You have number 1 on the ropes. This is as good of a chance as you're ever going to get. It doesn't get any easier than this. You've had everything break your way today. You fumbled a few possessions away today as well. But you have your chance. Are they going to take it? Isaac Osborne. Cruz in motion. Flips it out to Cruz. He's been so good today. He makes an epic cut. And that's a 1st down.
Gain of 16 yards. 1st down.
Great cut by Sean Cruz. He's been so good today. He juked Imani Shelton Jr. out of his shoes. Just don't throw it back to Willis Fuller. I know this play is going to come down to another yam towards Willis Fuller. Will he pick it or will he give up another one? They're tied at 2 right now. And Osborne goes down.
Loss of 2 yards on the play.
They need a field goal. Second and 13. Trips to the right-hand side. 3 minutes left. Osborne. And he breaks the sack and throws it away. I don't think this game can survive punting and getting the ball back. I think you just gotta get it done now. Critical third down. They'll just hand it off and he goes nowhere. What are you doing?
That makes it 4th and long.
So they're gonna have to punt it and trust the defense. It's looking like Florida State's gonna survive here. Why is Ohio State taking their sweet time to punt it? Oh my God. They've gotta. These guys are so dumb. Ohio State. They need a miracle. So a few first downs and Florida State will win the game. Penn State awaits in the orange. Full house. They're going to throw it. Ben Brothers, he's going to yam it deep right side. Oh, it was about to be picked again. Andy Jackson had his chance. But they retain a timeout there.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Here we go. Kill. Panther 2.
They'll throw it again. Yamming it right side out of bounds. What is Ben doing? Ohio State might keep all their timeouts.
Mike 51.
Third down. Critical moment. A stiffy for Vivek. A hurdle. Oh my God. He went for it all. Credit to Vivek. Put his body on the line for the first down. He didn't quite get it. Vivek almost single-handedly did the craziest game clincher. All right, Ohio State gets another chance here because Florida State is stupid. 2 timeouts, 1:40 on the clock. They need a field goal. We've not had an overtime game yet in the CFP. Dumps this one off. Casey Jones and Willis Fuller cleans it up. Man, Willis Fuller has been a man out for blood today. Osborne again. He'll step up, dump it off here. Houston turns up field. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Good for a gain of 6 yards. That makes it 3rd and 3.
Double tight.
Critical third down. We're at a minute left here. Clock's starting to become a factor. It's a keeper for Osborne. He's not going to get it. Willis Fuller again. So game on the line right here. 4th down, 4 yards to go. Can they keep it moving? Osborne steps up. He's going to yam it deep. Left side wide open, man. It's Sean Cruz again. Their 3rd prayer has been answered. Here come the Buckeyes. Osborne. Oh my God, Verouche just got murdered. They're in field goal range. Don't mess this up. They're going for the win. We all know it. 47 seconds. Osborne yams it to the end zone. Caught! Oh my God! Casey Jones! Ohio State leads! They had him dead to rights. No momentum. 4th and 4. And Osborne just yams it deep. So now Florida State has 43 seconds and a dream. A dream of a repeat national championship. Ohio State trying to defend themselves as the only team ever to go to back-to-back national championship games. 1st and 10. The snap over the middle hits Stu. The first down. They're in yam range. They are in yam range. 34 seconds. Does Florida State have a miracle? Remember, they have one of the best yam shot. Timothy Buffett. They're going to yam it deep down the seam. Tipped away. You'd think Florida State would target Timothy Buffett, one of the best deep threats in the nation. They're pressing him as well. Ben Brothers will just float this to the flat. That's not going to do much for you. Third down, 22 seconds. Split backs. Ben Brothers yams it left side, and it's caught! Oh my God, what a catch! Cody Webb! They're 31 yards away! Not like this! Ben Brothers hits Timothy Buffett, there they go! The audio's all out of whack. 11 seconds, 10, this might be their final chance. Ben Brothers over the middle, 4 seconds. Peach Bowl comes down to this. Game on the line from the 8. Ben Brothers jams it out the back of the end zone. Triple zeros. Ohio State had done it. Ohio State has killed the Seminoles. Florida State is dead. Florida State is dead. Ben Brothers thought he had a second left. And Ohio State is going to the orange. What an epic game. Everybody's bracket just busted. One of the best upsets we've seen in years. They had Ohio State dead. It was 4th and 4. And Florida State still almost walked it off. One of the best programs we've ever seen and one of the best years we've ever seen. But Florida State will not be our season 20 national champion. Holy Toledo, what a finish. Every quarterfinal game delivered. Every single one was within a score in the 4th quarter. What an epic game. Jackie Moon finishes 13-2, folks. And to think about it, his only 2 losses was a goal line stop and a inside the 10 stop. One by NC State and one by Ohio State. Unbelievable game. 3 prayers were answered today for Ohio State with just random yams into coverage. They had 4 interceptions as well. Unbelievable. Just what a stat sheet, folks. What a stat sheet. Let's look at the stats. Ben Brothers, 241, 3 picks to end his career, and he ends it on a throwaway with no time remaining. Clark Vivek also threw a pick. He got over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cody Webb, I mean, they just passed it around. Timothy Buffett didn't really do much today. This might be the end of an era here. 11 tackles for Washburn. Tons of TFLs here across the board. 3 total sacks. 2 picks for Willis Fuller. He definitely came back and played really well at the end. They forced the fumble. They did not recover it. And for Ohio State, man, Isaac Osborne, 274, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He was trash there for a lot of the second half. Osborne, Houston, they really couldn't run the ball here today. But Sean Cruz, what a game. 6 receptions, 150 yards. Vert Rouge as well. And that is how they won it. Sean Flowers, 13 tackles. 3 TFLs for Flowers and Weber. The sack for Nick Smith. 4 interceptions. Won by every single starter here. Unreal game for Ohio State. Let's see the players of the game. Let's pay you guys out. There's a lot of money on the line there. 25,000. My God. Clark Vivek, Sean Cruz. What a game for him, dude. So it's Big Ten 3 ways here in the Final Four. Unbelievable. Oh my God, I still can't breathe. What a game. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back for one of the semifinals tomorrow morning, and then the other semifinal and the Natty will be on Saturday. Thanks for watching.